me off. It's okay. Okay, so it's Trent Shelton, Bobby Lashley, Steve Weatherford, Eddie Malouf from Bad Marketing, me, Melitza, and Vina, and Dan. And the conversation was like, how many kids do you have? Where do you live? What's going on in your business? And then what I thought was cool is when Steve was talking to Melitza, and I was like in the middle. I was in the middle of that, and he was asking her like, what do you do? And she's like, well, I throw a big meetup in Miami. We typically have like 120 people show up every month. We do workshops. Go High Level is a sponsor, and we're trying to make a big impact in Miami for not just real estate, but just entrepreneurs, right? And how they can grow and how they can get better. And she told a story about how she grew up, and she had some challenges growing up. And I'm not going to tell her story, but Steve was like, listen, you probably don't, she said, I don't like talking about this. And he goes, this should be the main thing. Like, people need to know where you came from, because they need to know that, what the challenges that you go through are relatable. Maybe not to everybody, but to somebody, right? And so how you grew up, how you're, I'm trying to get on 635 and I'm not happy about it. I hate this highway. Let's see, what is it saying? It's telling me to go. Okay, cool. I'm not getting on 635. Thank you, Jesus. They're doing a bunch of construction for 635 and 75 right now. Okay, we'll go this way. Anyways, he was like, listen, you need to talk about where you came from. That should be like your main thing, because the challenges that you went through, other people have gone through it, and people it's I think it's becoming more commonplace where people talk about the challenges that they've gone through, right? Or hey, this year my business sucked, right? I didn't do very well. And it's like hard to find people who are real like that. You know what I mean? And so I think that was a part of his opinion or a suggestion was like, don't be afraid to talk about where you came from, because you're going to help another person, and you went through that so that you can now go through this, right? And you can bring value to, you maybe felt alone, you maybe were struggling, you were crying, all types of things, but now you are helping hundreds of people every month. More than 100 people you help. And so that struggle you went through, in a way, celebrate it, right? To a point, you guys, like, don't take through some struggles growing up. It made her into the person she is, and it made her want to do this, want to help a bunch of people, right? And she's doing a lot. Not only it's inspiring for me, because we do meetups, and like, she's like, well, I also do workshops. Like, I hire people to come and do talks. Like, I want to provide people with a lot of value, right? And I'm like, man, that is great. But it takes money. Like, our meetup ourselves cost about $400 a month, right? That's a freaking car payment, you guys. And that she's like, you need sponsors. You need a sponsor to come and help you get those across the table, get the, pay for that stuff. You shouldn't be paying out of pocket. You should be sponsoring every single meetup, because you're bringing 100 people, right? How many businesses would pay $500 to have 100 face-to-face appointments? You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm like, yeah, that's easy. I mean, I was thinking of it myself, like, I get 100 face-to-face appointments. But anyway, think bigger, right? Bring more value to more people, and you will make money. Y'all, 75 is, I'm going 5 miles an hour on a 70-mile-an-hour highway right now. Let's see if I can get the heck off this lane. So, it was a good conversation. And of course, Dan threw in his stuff. He started talking about how to set up coaching plans, and how to price them, how to have multiple levels, right, for coaches. Because there's quite a few coaches there. There was Melitz as a coach, Trent as a coach, Veen as a coach, and how to like structure your levels that you offer your clients. So that was really cool. But so anyways, at the Go High Level event, they have you, this is pretty fun. They gave me like a bingo sheet, and I had to go to every single vendor and talk to them, and they would give me a sticker to put on my little bingo sheet, right? And it was some pretty cool stuff, like how to within Go High Level, you can get a vendor to help you send out postcards to potential sellers, right? Real estate sellers. You can send out to plumbers in your area, electricians in your area, all types of things, right? And so I thought that's a really cool lead generation tool. And each postcard has a QR code that when they scan it, that connects inside of your Go High Level as, what address that is, what market that's in, blah, 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 right? So it's like a tracking mechanism. So if they scan their QR code, you know where your leads are coming from, right? So if they scan it and they put their information in, but they never talk to you, you at least know where it came from, right? And I thought that was pretty cool. And then I talked to everybody that I could, and there were a lot of people who would help you support your Go High Level agency, which I'm really interested in, because support it's needed, but it's a big time suck. Like, it's very hard for anyone to develop a business and support a business at the same time. You need support for support, right? And a lot of Go High Level is the same no matter what industry you're in, right? There are some nuancy things, like I'll have, me, I'll have some custom stuff come out, but basic usage, like how to upload a list and how to, all those things, I'm gonna hire out a lot of the support so that I can focus on developing, and then I'm more interested in doing like a weekly Zoom call for the clients. Like, hey, if you have a big problem, or you have an idea, or you have a big problem, like, let's jump on the Zoom call, or we can schedule a one-on-one, things like that. But for right now, I have my first 11 clients. I want to onboard everybody. I want to onboard my first 11 clients to see that process. I want them to be totally taken care of. You know what I mean? I want to be invested in them as they are invested with me, right? For me to have like a 40-minute YouTube and have 11 people sign up from it, it says something about the level of trust that I've developed over the years. And I want to deliver that trust to those first 11 clients. So, anyways, yeah, so there was a lot of support vendors at the Go High Level event, but there was also like a mastermind, like, you know, nobody is listening to your fake guru, non-leather seat, cheap interior package. I don't have, this is cloth, bro. My fake guru, what am I, how am I, okay, cool. Anyways, that was like the best comment I've ever had. That's so awesome. Fake guru. Whoa, I just got called a guru. Wow, that's so crazy. Anyway, Go High Level, really cool event, and met a lot of great people. I met a guy who lives in Houston who ends up being a real estate investor. So he's like serving his local community. He's serving like plumbers, he's serving electricians, he's serving different vendors in his area and helping them level up their business with the CRM. And he's like, I have about, I think he said he had close to like 20 clients, and they're paying somewhere around $500 a month for him to help them set up their CRM and have it running, right? That's pretty decent money. Like, a lot of people are worried about paying $100 a month, you know what I mean? But like local clients will pay 3-4 times as much. Thanks, Caleb. I have no idea who that Tim guy was. I don't really care. I thought it was cool that he called me a guru, even though it was fake. Whatever. I don't really see myself as a guru at all. Anyways, thank you, Caleb, dude. You're a badass guy. Hey, by the way, Caleb, congratulations on your flips and your midterm rental that you have coming up. I think you launched it, is what I saw. So, dude, Caleb, congratulations on your success on getting your deals closed and running. Anyways, yeah, met a guy from Conroe who he ends up investing in creative finance deals as well. So he said, I got a couple websites up that I did the SEO work on, and I get a couple leads a month that just come in, and I get sub 2 deals just off a couple websites, just a couple deals a month. You know, nothing huge. It's like, you know, maybe 2 leads a month, and I try to work them. You know, maybe I get a deal, maybe I don't. I'm like, well, man, that's cool. That's not a bad lead generation tool. To just because Go High Level has websites, right? As long as you have a domain, it will build your website for you, and you know, you can have a couple marketing channels. Like, that's just an easy one where you rank your website in Google for the SEO, and whatever, get 2 leads a month, right? Some people have 0 leads, so why not, right? So I'll be looking into that. There's a lot of vendors there. There are vendors there talking about SEO. There are a couple postcard vendors, workflow vendors, people who just like help you build out your system. and or not service based, but support based. So like someone who will help you support your business, right? And then they launched a couple new things inside of Go High Level, where one of the newest ones is it's more of an answering service through AI. So like if you're a plumber, real estate investor, whatever, and you get a phone call, you're not able to answer it. Well, voice AI will pick up the phone call and talk to that client, that potential customer for you, right? And the issue was, they said, we don't want to do outbound calling because through AI, because of the no call list, right, or the DNC list. And so, which I think a lot of other companies in that sector are going through as well. They're like, unless you have opt-in, we're not going to make those calls, right, on DNC. So unless they're opted in on a website or something, we're not going to make the calls through this automated service. So I think that's the biggest caveat on the whole thing, is you cannot really make outbound calls. It's inbound call and they'll answer the phone for you, right? But there's a lot of development on conversational AI, so you can, like an SMS or an email, you send out a campaign to some real estate agents, some plumbers, whatever, and whoever texts you back or emails you back, an AI bot can hold that conversation and try to set an appointment for you. It's basically an appointment setter bot, right? And I've been, testing. I'm building one out, so I've been testing that. Basically, I'm gonna couple the LOI blaster with an agent texting or emailing you back. And even now, voice AI, if the agents come back and say, hey, tell me more, then we can have a bot just kind of like warm the lead up and make sure it's a good deal or good fit, not a good deal. Make sure it's a good fit and set an appointment on your calendar. I thought that was the coolest thing. I don't think the voice AI will do it. I'll have to check again, but what it was doing with the appointment setting is either the email or the texting bot that will set an appointment on your calendar and like actually put it on your calendar. It'll say like, is 8:30, 9 or 9:30 good? And the person goes, okay, 9 o'clock works, and it'll put that on your calendar. It'll tell the not the client, but like they would say the client. So the customer, it'll tell the customer, hey, your appointment's here, and it'll tell you, hey, you have an appointment, blah, blah, blah. And then you have freaking appointments to close, which I thought was freaking brilliant. I love that idea, right? And okay, so now we're getting to the No One Left Behind challenge right now. So last night, Pace did there were like 2,000 people on that webinar last night for No One Left Behind. And I have to get all the way across here. Okay. And so now it's like, okay, we have teams of somewhere around 13 people on a team. And how can we do better on building out a system to help No One Left Behind teams, right? If you have 10 people on a team, how can they, so you wouldn't use AI in any way, right? You would just have those team members inside of your system. And how can we most effectively do that to send them leads? Thank you. Almost got stuck. So No One Left Behind is going to have a closer an integrator, or they call them a rainmaker. Oh, I'm just cutting this dude off like left and right. Sorry. So yeah, I've been like brainstorming, how can I do better on, I don't have the answer yet. Like, I need to kind of really work through this, but a closer, an integrator, a rainmaker, and 10 new people, 10 freshmen, how can they get in the system, and how can we use LY Blaster to send out offers that then get put into the CRM, right? So that'll be that's my next little challenge. I have a couple little things that I'm, trying to get done, trying to clean up so that I can do better on that. And yeah, I'll be building out a no one left behind, whatever, not workflow, but setup inside of the CRM. But okay, I'm here at the event. I did my 30 minute live. Thank you all for hanging out like you have. And I will talk to you later today. Okay, bye.